So, Sophia, first thing that comes to mind for me is okay, when we hear brand strategist, I feel like that can mean so many different things. You know what I mean? So when you say brand strategist, can you tell us exactly what you mean and
Definitely.
how you got into it and things like that?
Yeah, so I when I say brand strategist, I'm speaking specifically on the moves that that a brand needs to make to meet its goals or
Okay.
to head in the direction that it's wanting to head in, whether that's like dealing with a specific audience or launching a certain product or being known for something in particular. So I really focus on what is the type of messaging and events or projects that need to be implemented in order for a brand to be established the way that it wants to be established. And I really got into it after finding out what my particular creative niche was, just because for so long I thought I wasn't creative because I wasn't the person, filming or the person.
And is that how you
writing.
felt like even coming up, like high school, and
Yeah,
even
yeah,
after high
yeah.
school, you're
I
just like,
always-
I'm not.
I
really
resonate with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
always felt
okay.
like, oh, I'm not the creative one, and it's funny because I did dance team over. I did
Yeah,
dance.
hell
I did
yeah, you did this.
musical
Yes,
theater. I did choir. I did a lot of like
Creative
creative
things.
arts,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
which like the arts I feel like really helped me with my discipline, to be honest. And I love the arts, still love it to this day. But I always felt like, oh well, I'm not gonna like get a scholarship for it, compared to some
Right.
peers, and that might
Mhm.
even be why I felt that way because I'm seeing
Right.
these like amazing people all the time, and just people that I felt.
And I want to
Be
just
able to
stop you
do,
right there.
yeah.
What do you think it is that makes us kind of like turn our head at like things that is actually real talents that we're displaying, but for some reason our natural thing is to compare it to what we're
To
seeing. It's like
something
it's
else.
not that.
Yeah.
So
I was
this
gonna
not
say
for
exactly
me.
what Sophia
You know what
said.
I'm saying?
Sometimes
Yeah.
when you're in the midst of other people that you are in awe of, you don't think you know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah.
oh, that's talent. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that's just not
Yeah.
here. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But
True.
somebody can be looking right behind you, like, oh, she's talent, or both of
Word,
them are.
word.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
Yeah.
Because
right.
I was literally thinking about that the other day. It's interesting how you can think that you're not good at something, but literally you just step outside yourself and ask somebody, and they'll tell you, like, you know what I'm saying? They'll rave
Right,
about
right.
you, like they'll
Or
be like,
when you're
damn, like you're really
serviceable to
dope.
somebody else, you're like, wow,
People want to hire you.
help
Some
somebody.
people want to hire you. That shows
Right.
you that they believe in you.
Exactly. And there's certain skills that you don't even know are skills until
Mhm.
like,
That
until you
part,
identify
yeah.
it.
That's real.
Because like
That's
I
real.
know I mentioned, family businesses and things. My mom's a seamstress, and my parents have always been entrepreneurs for a lot of my life, even in between having 9 to 5s. And
Right.
they're like my mom, for example, was very creative, and even growing up, I didn't realize that like my management of her is also a skill.
Yeah.
Because she's
Yeah.
like, she's thinking like, oh, I need to do this for my clients, or design this dress or sew this thing, and I'm like, okay, mom, but like your invoices,
Yeah,
and
100%.
and that's
So you
still a
doing
part
it.
of
Right.
what we're doing.
That's
And
a
I
big
was like a
fact.
teenager,
Yeah.
but I didn't know that all of those things exist within these fields, and which is where I think led me to brand strategy, because I'm always thinking about, oh, okay, like this big idea is great, but how do we break it down to actually get implemented?
Yeah.
Because so many of us, when we do have great ideas, nothing happens.
Yeah.
Early.